Good evening. I'm Heidi Deininger, the Executive Director of the YWCA Rock County. On behalf of the YWCA, we're so happy that you could join us for this special event recognizing women in our community and supporting the YWCA's Transitions program. I want to thank all of you for your attendance tonight because with your presence here, you are helping the YWCA Rock County celebrate inspirational women and organizations in our community. But you're also helping individuals and children in our Transitions program. At Transitions, we help inspire and empower individuals of all ages to strive toward their economic potential. We offer individualized economic services to all community members, regardless of income. Our advocates help individuals overcome barriers to employment and housing. Fleeing an abuser leaves adults and children immediately homeless and in need of education and support to begin the healing process and to gain independence and self-sufficiency. The Transitions Programs offers a path to domestic violence recovery through case management and supports groups with the goal of obtaining permanent housing. The 11 apartments at the YWCA's Transitional Housing Program at the historic Jeffries Flats are the only transitional housing program units available for families affected by domestic violence and serves all of Rock County. Our economic empowerment services offer unemployed and underemployed individuals in our community access to computers and the internet for job searches or educational opportunities. The economic advocate on site is there to help women build a resume, develop interviewing skills, and network with other women offering job search assistance and tips. In 2022, we served 148 total clients, those are unduplicated clients, and provided 9,294 nights of shelter. For adults in poverty, there are often many barriers that make it almost impossible to keep their job. One of those barriers is transportation. We have made a commitment to help lower this barrier. If a community member is employed and their earnings are at or below the poverty level, they can come to the YWCA and get one $20 gas-only card or bus tokens for the month. They just have to show their current pay stub, and we compare it to the poverty level, which for a mother and 2 children is $19,000. Nationally, women in poverty have a 42% chance of remaining in their employment. We know these gas cards are working because with your help, we exceed the national average, and our clients are at 65% retention. We asked women what the transportation assistant meant to them and their families, and some of the things that they said to us were, the program helps me when I'm low on funds, and it definitely comes in handy when you have bills and are struggling. A nurse's aide who had 3 children, was going to school to become a nurse, told the YWCA staff how hard it is for her to make ends meet each week and what a blessing funds like this for transportation can be. Additionally, a mother of 4 working in a restaurant and going to URock in the past has also told us that having to fill her gas tank that week allowed her to spend the money on food for her family. Please help us help these community members and their families lift themselves out of poverty. On your tables is a donation envelope for a Give a Gal a Lift program. By supporting our program, you're providing a gas-only card or bus tokens for one community member for 1 month. You can donate at our levels indicated on the envelope. Our Give a Gal a Lift champions will come around with gas cans to collect your donations. Please look for them with the gas cans and be as generous as you can be. If you prefer to use a card, you can write in the numbers or you can swipe it at the registration table. And of course, you can take it with you and mail back in the envelope provided. Thank you in advance for your support. As you are completing your forms and our attendants continue to circle the room, I would like to bring Adrian Graham, our YWCA board president, our new YWCA board president, to the stage to continue with the program.
Thank you, Heidi, and thank you everyone for supporting YWCA clients with your attendance here tonight and your donations for gas cards. Now, Let's celebrate the amazing women that we are here to honor tonight. Each of the women honored here tonight, as well as those who came before, have had a significant impact in our local businesses, schools, churches, nonprofit organizations, downtown development, and arts and culture. Will all past YWCA Women of Distinction Awards recipients please stand at this time so that we can recognize and celebrate you? If you haven't been here for the past couple years and you have not received your Women of Distinction pins, please remain standing and someone will deliver a pin to you. You can proudly wear it tonight and throughout the year. Thank you. The YWCA Corporate Award of Merit recognizes a company or organization that contributes time, talent, and treasure to various community organizations, events, or projects and strives to empower women in the workforce. All of our past Corporate Award of Merit honorees are listed in the program. Can we give them a round of applause as well? You may be asking yourself, with so many talented women and worthy organizations in Rock County, how are the Women of Distinction honorees chosen? Each of the Women of Distinction honorees were nominated by friends, family, or colleagues for their accomplishments. Each year, the community is invited to nominate women and young women who they feel deserve to be recognized for their outstanding contributions. The Volunteers Selection Committee is comprised of community leaders and past Women of Distinction recipients. We greatly appreciate their time and dedication. Please join me in recognizing and thanking this year's selection committee. Jessie Campbell, Jessica Loker, Rick Mueller, Shauna L. Amin, Gina Stevens, and Karen Schmidt. If you'll please stand. Again, thank you for choosing our wonderful Women of Distinction recipients. I would now like to introduce our guest MC, Judge Ashley Morse. In April of 2022, Ashley Morse was appointed by Governor Evers for Rock County Court Circuit, Branch 4. She is the first person of color, the first black woman, and only the second woman to ever serve as a judge in this county. She was elected to serve a full term by the people of Rock County April 4th of 2023. Prior to her appointment, Ashley was a staff attorney in the Wisconsin State Public Defender Trial Division from 2010 to 2022. In addition to direct representation of indignant children and adults, she also served as a training coordinator and racial disparity practice coordinator for the agency. She received her BA in History and African American Studies from the University of Illinois in 2006, and her JD from the University of Wisconsin in 2009. Ashley has worked extensively with the National Juvenile Defender Center, now the Galt Center, including her selection as a 2021 Ambassador for Racial Justice. She is a JTIP certified trainer and has presented at the state and national level on a variety of youth justice issues. Ashley, if you'll please join me on stage.
All right, thank you. Can everybody hear me okay? Mic check. Okay. So I think before I start agreeing to speak at these events, I need to start asking how many people will be here. Despite all the nice things that Adrian said, I still get nervous sometimes speaking to large crowds. So, but thank you, Adrian, for that warm introduction. Thank you also to Heidi for inviting me to participate in this fabulous event. I am one who have been blessed to have so many amazing women in my life. Each of them, in big ways and small, have helped lay a stone on a path that I, and hopefully many after me, walk on. Adrian, Heidi, many of you that I recognize here in the room are on my list of wonderful women who inspire me through your tireless work to improve this community we all call home. My mom was the first on my list. We didn't have a lot when I was a kid, but she made sure we always had enough. From an early age, she taught me that we are stronger together, and even small acts of kindness can have a big impact. She was able to make ends meet by pooling resources, including ride sharing, with a couple other single moms in our neighborhood who didn't have cars and whose partners were also absent, incarcerated, or struggling with addiction. We received food stamps, housing assistance, and benefited from organizations like the YWCA that provided us with free lunches during the summer months when we couldn't eat at school. Something that may seem small, like a $20 gas card, would have had a huge impact, not just on my family, but because my mom always believed in paying it forward, others as well. I remember as a kid, there was a woman in our neighborhood who lived alone. I don't think she had any family. I think likely had some memory issues, but she would often get lost in the neighborhood. Somehow she was able to remember my mom's number and would call from payphones, crying and disoriented. I don't know if some of you may not remember payphones, but my mom would be on the phone asking her what she could see, what was near her, so we could get enough clues to try to find her and bring her home. I don't know what would have happened if my mom didn't have that little bit of extra gas in her tank to make the trip, or if she didn't happen to have some change in her pocket to make that call. My mom was never one to turn away someone in need. She still drives around in her little truck and carries a spare pet taxi in her back seat just in case she runs across a stray cat or an orphaned raccoon that she might try to bring home. It's because of her that I believe you don't just climb, but that you lift others as you go. I'm so happy to be here to help celebrate wonderful women like my mom who tune in, turn out, and turn up instead of turning away. So it is my honor It is my honor to present this year's awards to each of our honorees. As I introduce you, please come to the stage. Our first award this evening is for our Young Woman of Distinction, Deanna Renteria. Deanna was born in Beloit, Wisconsin, and graduated from Beloit Memorial in 2019. After high school, she attended UW-Whitewater at Rock County, where she received her associate's degree in December of 2021. During her time at Rock County, she was involved in various extracurriculars, including a partnership with the League of Women Voters in Beloit. As a league member, protecting and informing individuals about their voting rights was important to her. Being bilingual allowed her to help connect and empower a wide demographic in her community about their voting rights. In 2022, she had the honor of being one of the guest speakers for the League of Women Voters Forward Together event for the Beloit and Janesville chapters. At this event, she got to share her experience and perspective on the importance of voting as a young adult. She is currently completing her BA in history and double minoring in Spanish and legal studies at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. On Deanna's nomination form, Kristen Philhauer wrote, "Deanna is the definition of the term role model. However, if you asked her if she felt she was providing support to others, she wouldn't think of it as being part of her official capacity, as service is just part of who she is." Deanna's calm demeanor, leadership style, hard work, ability to communicate with a variety of constituents to move projects or ideas forward, strong intentional problem solving, knowledge of problems and collaborative nature have made her an asset to both the campus and outside community. Please give me Let's give Deanna a big round of applause.
Hi, as we said earlier, my name is Deanna. You can tell it's me because in the picture I'm wearing the same suit. I really like this suit. First off, I'd like to thank Kristen Philhauser and David McKay for nominating me for this award, but most of all for the perpetual love and support that they continue to give me and other people like me. I would like to thank the YWCA for hosting the 48th Annual Women of Distinction Award Ceremony and for all the work and support they provide to Rock County. I had the opportunity to attend this event last year and would have never imagined I'd be standing up here tonight. I am honored and deeply touched by this recognition. Of course, I would like to thank my parents for loving and supporting me throughout my college career. Without their support, I would not be able to donate my time and do what I enjoy and what I love. I would now like to tell you a little bit about my story and how I got here. 4 years ago, I was a month away from graduating high school, and I had no planned post-grad. I had always performed well in school, but I was just a little lost and wasn't sure what I wanted to do post-graduation. When I informed my hospitality/business teacher at Beloit Memorial High School, our professors kind of do a lot, Tony Capozzello, that I had no planned post-graduation, this did not please him. He had some choice words for me. I had gotten to know Tony pretty well as I was active in the hospitality department as well as our catering club. And still, I was one of over 100 students on his roster. It would have been easy for him to dismiss my poor decisions and attend to one of his other duties. But to Tony, we were more than just a number. He saw us all as individuals. And instead, he sat me down at one of his classroom computers, and I filled out the application for UW-Whitewater at Rock County. This is where I met Kristen and David. It is because of people, and for people like Tony Capozzello, David McKay, and Kristen Philhauser, I am forever grateful. While I was at Rock County, I learned a lot within the classroom, but the memories that I hold near and dear to my heart are those that I made while I was a student worker in the Trio Learning Support Center, or in the Trio Learning Support Center and the Solution Center, as well as those that I made while in organizations such as Student Government and Latinos Unidos. These activities allowed me to develop critical thinking skills and become more confident in myself and more comfortable with myself. I know that at UW-Whitewater Rock County, I was more than just a number on a roster. The skills that I developed at UW-Whitewater Rock County and the confidence that I gained in myself allowed me to branch out and pay it forward through volunteer work at various nonprofit organizations in my community here in Rock County, as well as my community of Whitewater. I started my work in the community at the age of 19. I joined the League of Women Voters. And as we said before, I've had the opportunity to participate in voter advocacy, and in 2021, I had the honor of being a guest speaker at their Forward Together event. Last summer, I began to volunteer at the Beloit Community Garden that is sponsored through Community Action. In Whitewater, I volunteer with a Book Buddies program, and I can say with confidence that every single one of those students has a bright future ahead of them. I could go deeper into all of these activities and try to name all the people who have guided me and impacted me along the way. But I want to be mindful of everyone's time. But I will say this, if you have the time and the desire to invest in the future of Southern Wisconsin, please go out and volunteer. You'll have the opportunity to meet an array of amazing individuals. Rock County is more than just a compilation of numbers and statistics. My hope is that together, we can work to continue to move Rock County forward towards a prosperous future. Thank you again to UW-Whitewater Rock County and the YWCA.
All right. Come on, pantsuit. Yes. I'm jealous of the children up here reading small print. All right. Our next woman of distinction is Denise Webb. Denise. Denise lives in Milton with her husband, Jeremy. They have three children, David, Bryce, and Matthew, and two daughter-in-laws, Kayla and Caitlin, and as of October, grandson Ryder John. Denise graduated from Milton High School and attended Marion College in Fond du Lac. Denise is a partner at Hagen CPA. Denise and her husband hosted their third exchange student from Budapest, Hungary. Denise is very active with her family, work, and community. She is currently involved as the treasurer for several organizations and has donated numerous hours of her time to the community for many local nonprofits. Denise has a strong support team to help her achieve her goals. She believes her strengths come from her parents, Dave and Kathy Hagen, who have given her their strong work ethic and values. Her husband, Jeremy, is always by her side, helping her achieve the vision that is in front of them at the moment. Denise enjoys hiking, traveling, reading, kayaking, power sports, her horses, and time up in the cabin with her husband, kids, family, and friends. Sheila Hiller wrote in her nomination form, Denise has been an inspiration to me and members of her family due to her work ethic, volunteerism, and support of many nonprofit organizations with her time, talent, and financial resources. She has inspired me to become involved in nonprofit organizations. Please give Denise a great big round of applause.
Haha, I can walk and talk. I'm more excited this way. Thank you. So I hope you're okay. I like to move when I talk, so I was excited to see that. But it is such an honor to be up here with all the current and past women of distinction. So again, congratulations to each and every one of you. I want to thank my Aunt Sheila who nominated me, and Forward Janesville and Dave Warren for the kind words. Also, thank you, the YWCA, for hosting the event. You know, it's so much easier if I could just be up here talking tax instead of about myself. But I would bore you and put you all to sleep. So I have an amazing people in my life who support me to help me achieve my passion for giving and my dreams. My parents, Dave and Kathy Hagen, who has helped mold my work ethic. My boys, David, Bryce, and Matthew, and their beautiful wives, technically wife and fiance, Kayla and Caitlin. Rosie, our foreign exchange student from Budapest, Hungary, who is here with us tonight. Can you stand, please, and wave? She actually has to go home in June here. My wonderful team at Hagen CPA, and of course my husband, Jeremy, who gives me the strength and support to push me to accomplish the goals we set. So tonight I want to share something with every one of you here. I want to share 5 things that I do on a daily basis that helps me who I am today. So number 1, set goals. How many of you out there set goals? How many of you write them down? How many share them with someone else? All right. Set goals, small and huge. Those huge goals help you achieve the small ones. Number 2, read. Read 20 to 30 minutes a day, something positive or educational. They say negative in, negative out, positive in, positive out. We all get hit with life, and it is a choice and a mindset to be positive to deal with that. I have a saying, it is what it is. So now how do we move forward? Number 3, pray. Pray and thank God each day. And also make sure you pray for the things you want because God does want to bless us. Number 4, work hard, play hard. Set time. I schedule time to work, to play, and to give. They say when you are relaxing and playing, your subconscious mind is still at work. So that can help you solve your problems that you may be dealing with. So make sure you take the time to play and relax. Service and give to others. Find something you are passionate about. I joined Rotary for their mission, Service Above Self. I joined BNI for Givers Gain. I joined the chambers to help small businesses. And you would be amazed on the wonderful friendship and relationships you build while volunteering. For Jeremy and I, that has been Kelly and Bill. So to wrap it up, number 1, make sure you dream, and I mean dream big. 2, be positive. 3, pray. 4, read. 5, serve and love others. God bless.
All right. Thank you very much, Denise. Her table's over there if anybody wants to tip her for this life coaching we just got. All right. Our next woman of distinction is Erica Daniels. Erica currently serves as the Chief of Staff and Secretary of the College at Beloit College. During her tenure, Erica has assisted the college in many high-level areas of leadership. She is also a critical member of the college's anti-racism liaison team, which has been integral in the formation and assessment of the college's Becoming Better action plan. Erica is and will always be a native and an advocate of the Beloit community. She is a lifelong member of the Emmanuel Baptist Church, where she currently serves as a deaconess and co-chair of the youth ministry. In 2002, she was crowned Miss Beloit, an achievement that holds a special place in her heart. In addition, Erica is currently a member of the board of directors of the Greater Beloit Economic Development Corporation, and most recently on the executive board for Visit Beloit. Erica is a product of the Beloit School District and a graduate of Beloit Memorial High School. She attended Clark Atlanta University, where she studied communications and marketing. Erica enjoys spending time with her husband Rick, son Christian, and daughters Madison, Morgan, and Chloe, also affectionately known as A Tribe Called Daniels. I'm sure they can kick it. She lives by the Clark Atlanta University mantra, I'll find a way or I'll make one. Erica's nominator, Regina Hendricks, wrote in her nomination form, Erica has been my best friend since we were 6 years old. I have watched her grow into the powerhouse of a woman, wife, mother, and professional with great pride and admiration. She is not only a friend, but a confidant and cheerleader. She always has the right words to say when you need encouragement or an extra push. She will be front and center supporting all of her loved ones, even though she is making her moves in the shadows. Please give Erica a big round of applause.
Good evening. First and foremost, I want to thank God for this opportunity to stand before each of you in this space, for without him, none of this would be possible. Thanks to the staff and volunteers at the YWCA of Rock County for the opportunity to be recognized as a 2023 Woman of Distinction. Thanks to my best friends and fellow women of distinction, Michelle Hendricks-Nora and Regina Hendricks, for thinking enough of me to nominate me for this prestigious award. To my community, my Beloit College family, and my Emmanuel Baptist Church family, thank you for being there with me on this journey. And thank you to my family, my children, Christian, Madison, Morgan, and Chloe, and my amazing husband, Dr. Rick Daniels, for being the reason why I do what I do. You all make this journey one of life and love, and for that, I am grateful. Webster defines distinction as the act of perceiving someone or something as being not the same and often treated as different. Something that distinguishes. The quality or state of being distinguishable. The quality or state of being excellent, special honor or recognition, or an accomplishment that sets one apart. As I thought about my remarks, I kept all of these definitions at the forefront of my mind. You see, I have been blessed throughout my life to be surrounded by many women of distinction. My mom, Susan, my grandmothers, Marion and Dora, my aunts, Pamela, Kim, Sally, Mary, Yvonne, Beatrice, Luella, Josephine, and Michelle. My sisters, Sheena, Ebony, Christian, and Shayla. My mother-in-law, Carol. My friends, Michelle, Regina, Chanel, Shamari. And my mentors, just a few, Stephanie Klett, Regina Imprude, and the late Dr. Deborah Majid. My husband asked me a couple of months ago what it means to stand on one's shoulders. In the moment, I provided an answer that I thought was pretty good. I told him that it is building on the legacies and foundations of those who have come before me. If he were to ask me that same question today, at this very moment, here is what I would say to him. Standing on one's shoulders is a privilege which I take very seriously. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is required. As I stand on the shoulders of the many people who came before me, I am required to also strengthen my shoulders so that they are strong enough for the next generation to stand on. A couple of weeks ago, each woman being honored here tonight had the opportunity to take an empowerment tour of the YWCA facilities. I was struck by each woman I encountered as they were equally graceful and powerful. I was reminded during this tour that I have the distinct honor of raising little women of distinction, Madison, Morgan, and Chloe. Each of them possesses distinguishing qualities that set them apart. I am also raising a man of distinction, and he also understands the importance of empowering women. In conclusion, I am honored to be a recipient of this prestigious award, and as a woman of distinction, I will proudly stand on the shoulders of those who came before me to make the world a better place for future generations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm getting more excited as we go along. Okay, our next woman of distinction is Jamie Council. Jamie started her career in healthcare in 2001 and graduated from nursing school with her associate's degree in 2009. During that time, she pursued a passion for forensic nursing and applied for a sexual assault nurse examiner position in 2012. From there, she landed a role as Mercy Janesville's sexual assault program coordinator in 2015. In the meantime, she acquired her bachelor's degree and now recently started a graduate program for a healthcare law degree. Her love of forensics came from a personal and traumatic experience in her life. She has since taken that experience and modeled a trauma-informed care approach to her patient population. Jamie and her program see all ages, all gender identities, all races, cultures, and any human who needs support and services. Her program is the only one in Rock County and also serves 8 other counties. Jamie constantly works with community members as well as law enforcement, human services, advocacy groups, school districts, medical professionals, and any and everybody who is willing to listen and learn. Jamie stays up to date with education and belongs to more than 25 committees locally and statewide. I think I'm on a couple with her. Jamie's nominator, Jordan White, says that Jamie is the mother of 2 amazingly smart, talented, and respectful young boys. The time she finds for her family, friends, and work combined is miraculous. She makes everyone around her feel more normal, understood, and supported. She shows up to so many events and speaks at any she gets a chance to. She is constantly having her patients back and making sure their voices are heard. Please give Jamie a great big round of applause.
Yes, we are on the task force for Rock County together. Okay, so thank you. I've had the honor of attending this amazing dinner before, but didn't picture myself as one of the recipients. The paper version of myself sounds very impressive, so again, thank you. If you know me, then you know that I can talk. I'm that person who can take a short story and turn it into a novel, but they only gave me a few minutes, so I'm just going to get to the point. I always wanted to be a nurse until around high school, when I realized that maybe I didn't love school and maybe college wasn't my dream. I decided maybe I wanted to be a flight attendant and travel the world. What I didn't know was that I wouldn't be able to chase that dream because 3 months after I graduated high school, 9/11 happened. Our whole world changed, and so did we. My dream of traveling was put on hold. I applied for night school at a local college. I started my health career in 2001, so if you're good at math, that was over 2 decades ago, which means I'm old. I've been blessed to work in many areas. I've seen people enter this world. I've held people's hands as they departed it. Currently, my population is birth through death, but my specialty is victims of crime and trauma. I love my job, but I hate why I have it, and that is a story for a different day. I came to Rock County on a whim. To be honest, I wasn't even sure where Janesville was. But in 2015, Mercy Hospital had a posting for my dream job, so I applied, interviewed, and took it. I was offered the position on the spot. The joke is, was I qualified or were they desperate? I now belong to over 25 committees, locally and statewide, and good or bad, they know me and they know my passion. Several of my peers and cohorts are here tonight on that side. And are behind this nomination, so thank you. Can you believe that someone once told me that forensics wasn't a career? Well, fun fact, when someone tells me I can't do something, I work 10 times harder to prove them wrong. I'm not afraid of trying. I'm certainly not afraid of failing. Fail might actually be one of my favorite words, not because I love to fall flat on my face, but because fail stands for first attempt in learning. I see patients on the worst day of their lives. I am blessed to be a part of their journey. Okay, now for the good part. Since I'm on a time limit, I want to say I'm extremely thankful and blessed to have had people in my life who have pushed and believed in me and continue to do so today. I have challenged every system and given many people gray hairs, but I will never give up. This is also why law school was a great decision for me. I can now be a more professional arguer, so watch out. I want to acknowledge my family who made the journey here to support me. Without them, I wouldn't be here. I have many ideas, themes, and dreams, and they have never once discouraged me from pursuing them. They may think I'm out of my mind at times, but that's a different story. However, at the end of the day, they're always there celebrating with me. Thank you to my parents who have shown me that hard work pays off. They have been a shoulder to lean on, and Lord knows they have picked me up more times than I can count when I mess up. Thank you will never be enough for all you have done for me. I want to thank my 3 best friends, who also happen to be my sisters, and their spouses who came tonight. You put your lives and families on hold to be here for me. God bless me with you, and although I'm not the easiest sibling, I do love you. To everyone else here, we grew up totally normal, hair pulling, pushing, crying, competing, and fighting over nothing, only to learn we're each other's biggest cheerleaders. We also have 14 children between us, so things do get crazy. I'm grateful you put up with me as a sibling, but you kind of don't have a choice either. To my brother-in-laws, all I can say is, you're welcome, you have me. My sisters chose well. We are incredibly blessed to have each other. And to my beloved baby brother who watches over us from above, we miss you and love you. To my boys, Cole and Nolan, who are not here tonight, you are my light, my lifeline, and the joy I consistently need.
They couldn't be here tonight because they are in the real world now. One is working hard for that paycheck, and the other one is chasing after his dream of baseball. And lastly, to my husband, Mike, the man who everyone knows about but rarely sees, he's real, and he's here. He is the most supportive human. I could not do this job without him. He may not like all my ideas or my long days and nights, but he is my soft spot to land and keeps me motivated when I truly want to give up. He pushes me to do my best, does not discourage the fight in me to achieve anything possible, and even though I can be incredibly difficult and stubborn, you see all my best and worst sides. Thank you, I love you. Again, thank you to all my peers out there. I see you. I'm humbled by this work. I'm grateful to be surrounded by amazing humans on a daily basis. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you, and happy National Nurses Week to my nurses.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Such important work. She's testing me a little bit because some of you may know, if you see me speak before, I'm a bit of a crier, and so I'm holding it together. All right. Our next woman of distinction is Julia Jorgensen. Julia has been a small business owner in Janesville for the past 14 years. In 2008, she and her husband, Jason, opened a State Farm insurance agency in Janesville and immediately began thinking of ways to give back to the community. Julia is also co-owner of Cascade Property Development, which owns several commercial and residential properties within the Janesville community. She also owned and operated Tan Shack for 6 years while she and her husband, along with their business partners, Scott and Leslie, began a new venture in 2019 with Velocity Multisport and Cycling. Community service has always been a priority in her life and in all of her business pursuits. Throughout her years of business in the Janesville community, she has had the opportunity to work with numerous nonprofit organizations and charities. Most recently, she has developed the event management side of the Velocity business. With this development, she can assist a variety of different charities and organizations with their ticketed events, race development, race timing, registrations, and website development to help them raise awareness and funds for their causes. Together, Jason and Julia have 3 children, Quinn, Jacob, and Jordan, and Soba, their adopted dog. Jason Jorgensen wrote in Julia's nomination form, "Julia works tirelessly to make this community amazing and diverse. She is a what can I do for you kind of person. She actively supports organizations such as the YWCA, Boys and Girls Club, House of Mercy, Community Action, CASA, just to name a few, and to help all of them realize their missions. She is just getting started and with what she wants to do in this community. Please congratulate Julia with your applause."
Hello. Thank you. I joked with a lot of people also. As you heard in my bio, I'm a race director. So what that means is I put on bike races and 5Ks and runs and that. So I joked with Carrie that this joke is on you. You're all signed up for Walk a Mile. So Carrie should have pamphlets for you. I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. A little background, since moving to Janesville in 2007, I actually grew up in Beloit, went away to YWCA for college, moved back in 2007 to open up an insurance agency with my husband, Jason. And our focus has always been about the community and how we can give back to Janesville and the Rock County. And within that time, with the help of, some would say, inspiration, or rather crazy ideas of my husband, Jason, we've worked with over 32 different charity organizations since 2007. So one common statement I hear a lot is, "I don't know how you do it all." And let me tell you, I really sometimes don't know how I do it all either. There's only so much time in the day. And I really would not be able to do any of it without, one, the amazing organizations that Rock County has to offer. There's so many charities here that give back for different reasons, and I'm honored to be able to help them and support them to reach their goals. So, but again, I would not be able to accomplish all that without the love and support of my friends and family. So I first want to say thank you to my children. They're not here tonight. One of them's in college in UW La Crosse, and the other two are currently at home. But they sacrifice a lot of time, and for me and my husband to be able to do the things that we do. So we make sure that when we have the time with them, we really give them that attention. So I also want to thank my parents for their love and support, and the many times that they transport my children to and from their various activities so that I can support YWCA and all of them. My friends, some of which are here tonight, who jump when I say I need volunteers. I would not be able to do the things I do without your help and your support, so thank you. And last but not least, to my husband, Jason, he is my inspiration. He comes up with a lot of the crazy ideas, and then my brain just explodes and adds to them. So we make a really great team and a great pair. So thank you, dear. You are my forever race assistant. Thank you so much for this honor. And I'm so excited to continue my work and help the many amazing organizations in the Rock County area continue to achieve their goals. So thank you.
Thank you. I was seated at a table with some of Julia's friends, and they are great company. All right. Our next woman of distinction is Renee Bew. I hope I'm saying that right. Renee is the mother of two and has 4 grandchildren whom she adores. Family is very important to her, including her ancestors, who were strong women and great role models. They taught her the importance of being involved in the community where one lives and of being a voice for the voiceless. She is involved with several organizations, including the American Business Women's Association, the Diversity Action Team of Rock County, the JPD Latino and African American Liaison Advisory Committees, the Latino Service Providers Coalition, the Immigrant Support Network, the Allies of Native Nations, Nutrition and Health Associates, the City of Janesville's Emergency Management Team, and the Rock County Anti-Human Trafficking Task Force, to name a few. I don't know how you would have time to do much more than that, but she also carries out her community service through her job as the Community Engagement Manager at Hedberg Public Library, Inclusive Services Consultant for Prairie Lakes Library System, and Adjunct Instructor for Black Hawk Technical College. She feels honored to be able to serve the community where she has spent most of her life. Sylvia Donde Selensky wrote in Renee's nomination form, "As a champion of civil rights and social justice, Renee empowers every single person she works with. She truly advocates for those who are in a vulnerable position. It is difficult to put into words how many lives Renee has touched. The ways she has changed our community for the better cannot be measured." Please congratulate Renee.
So first of all, I'm a crier too, so I brought a tissue just in case. Good evening, everyone. First, thank you to the YWCA Selection Committee and to my friend Sylvia, who nominated me. Thank you to my children and to my grandchildren for giving up time with me while I was working to make our community a better place. Thank you to all my friends and coworkers who have always been at my side, helping me to do the work that is often not easy to do. I am honored to be one of the recipients of this prestigious award, yet I am not involved in any of the things I do so that I can receive accolades and recognition, but rather because it's the right thing to do. My purpose for being here in this time, in this place, is to plant the seeds of hope, compassion, love, respect, civility, and trust, and to build bridges to connect people who might not otherwise come together. Through planting and building, I set a standard and an expectation for interactions that allow people who do not see eye to eye to have civil discussions and treat each other with respect, even when they disagree on specific topics. I credit those abilities to my amazing role models who taught me what it means to be an active participant in a community and to fight for what is right. I come from a line of strong women who marched with Martin Luther King Jr., who fought for women's rights and human rights with former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, and who worked to improve their communities. I am honored to accept this recognition on their behalf. I also accept this award on behalf of every woman who has felt alone and yet found the courage to face life's adversities in a world that still does not value women and the power they have to bring about healing and positive change. I am here for you. I will walk beside you as we continue to fight for what is right and to bring about the peace that we so desperately need. I accept this honor on behalf of every member of the LGBTQ+ community who has felt invisible and unloved. I see you, and I love you. Don't let your self-worth be determined by those who are afraid of what they do not understand. I am with you as we teach the world that love is love no matter who you are sharing it with. I accept this award on behalf of all of my BIPOC brothers and sisters who still must fight to have their voices heard and to have a place at the table. I hear you. My table has a seat for you. Let us be a model for what true respect and civility is as we demonstrate the power of unity and work together for a better future. Now is the time for some real action. Some of you are ready to take your place in the fight for equality and inclusion with the people who have already been doing this work for decades. It is time to let your voices be heard also. Others of you claim to do the work of fighting for equality and inclusion, but have your egos bruised when you are called out for not engaging with the exact people whom you say you want to help. You claim to be an ally, but your feelings get hurt when you are told that what you are doing is not helping. It is time to stop making every situation about you. If you really want to help, ask what needs to be done and do it, even if you don't get attention or recognition for being a good person. As I end my time this evening, I ask those of you who are not involved in your communities yet, what can you do to make your community, your small corner of the world, a better place for everyone? How can you engage with your neighbors and coworkers who don't look like you, talk like you, eat the food you eat, or pray the way you pray? What will you do to build bridges of peace? What can you do to sow the seeds of change? how will you be a role model for others? Thank you again to the YWCA for this beautiful evening and this honor and the recognition of the work I have done and continue to do. By doing so, you also bring attention to the work that still needs to be done in our community. Thank you.
Well, I almost made it to the end without crying, but Renee got me all. No, thank you for those powerful words. I'm definitely going to remember those. All right, we are almost at the end. Our next woman of distinction is Sarah Williams. Sarah has been with Edgerton Community Outreach Inc. since 2002. She was raised in Edgerton, but has resided in Janesville for the past 20 years. She holds bachelor's degrees in both social work and psychology from the University of Whitewater. She has been married to her husband, Michael, for 17 years and has a wonderful stepson, Mason. As the executive director of Edgerton Outreach, she has worked with a great board of directors and staff that have worked diligently over the years to grow their programs and services that serve those in need. She is extremely proud of the renovation project completed in 2012, Echo's growth in its housing program, and their newest project, which is the 210 West Fulton Street Veterans Housing Development. She enjoys traveling and has been blessed to go many places, Israel, Paraguay, and Guatemala being some of her favorites. She has a passion for serving others, both locally and abroad. She has been blessed to live out this passion by going on mission trips with her mom and nephews in Central America. Diane Everson wrote in Sarah's nomination form, Sarah Williams is an outstanding example of someone who treats every person equally for their intrinsic value as a human being. Whatever their sexual identity, gender, race, belief system, ethnicity, background, or financial, medical, or social situation, her accomplishments are huge, and Sarah is phenomenal, amazing, and committed to helping people wherever they are. Please congratulate Sarah with your applause.
Thank you. Those who know me well know I would much rather listen than talk, and I really do not like talking about myself. So being that we're coming to the close of this program, I'm going to make this very short and sweet. First, I'd like to thank Diane Everson for nominating me and all that she enlisted to bring this award to fruition. Thank you, Diane, for always supporting me and the work that we do at Edgerton Outreach. Next, I'd like to thank my family, especially those of my tribe that travels well. Thank you, everybody from Westby and everybody that has come down to be here. I'm positive that I was raised by the best parents. They taught us to work hard, be humble, have faith, and most importantly, be kind to everybody. By the grace of God, I've been blessed and afforded many opportunities in my life, and for that I am so thankful. I am also grateful for my husband, who supports me when I tell him that I'm going to serve on a new board, I'm going to start a new project at work, or I'm going to get on a plane to serve those in other countries, even when I don't know where I'm going. To my staff and the board of directors of Edgerton Outreach, thank you for your faith in our ability to move mountains. Together we accomplish great things. This room is filled with amazing people doing great work. Success and failure go hand in hand, and we accomplish the most when we are teachable, correctable, and desire to learn and grow. Let's strive to do what is beneficial for all, and together we can change the world when we do everything through a lens of kindness. Thank you.
Wow, I just feel so lucky to be here tonight and to share this community with so many wonderful, amazing women. It has truly been an honor to get to introduce you and meet so many of you tonight. And now, our Corporate Award of Merit. This year, YWCA Rock County is honoring SSM Health. SSM Health, oh, let's clap. SSM Health is a Catholic, not-for-profit, integrated care delivery network serving the comprehensive needs of communities in Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri, and Oklahoma. As SSM Health continues to evolve and better meet the needs of the unique communities it serves, dedicated teams of exceptional caregivers remain committed to the organization's 145-plus year heritage of healing. SSM Health believes that exceptional health care is more than medicine. It is about presence, taking time to listen, to understand, to answer questions, to hold a hand, or even to pray. The hospital and clinic offer talented specialists in women's health, cancer care, orthopedics, pediatrics, general surgery, rehabilitation services, sleep disorders, and much more. St. Mary's Foundation, Janesville, chartered to act as a not-for-profit community partner for the hospital, also plays a vital role in supporting growth at the campus and supporting local patients' needs. Adrian Graham will now present the award on behalf of the Board of Directors. Please help me in congratulating Eric Thornton, SSM Health's president, and the other members of SSM Health. Thank you.
Well, hello everybody. I can read the agenda, and so I understand my place is at the end, so I promise to be brief. First of all, I want to say it's just an honor to share the stage with all of the amazing women that came before me tonight. Please help me give them another round of applause. So, as was said, my name is Eric Thornton, and I'm the president of SSM Health here in Janesville. And I'm here representing the hundreds of caregivers that we have working in our area. We work hard every day to provide care to our community, and I'm very proud to be here on their behalf. When our team heard that SSM would receive the YWCA Corporate Award of Merit, we were humbled. We have a long history of providing exceptional care, with a particular focus on helping those that are marginalized. Each day, our teams carry out the legacy of our founding Catholic sisters, who traveled from Germany to St. Louis in 1872. These women were called to be here, and they arrived with only $5 amongst all of them. And from that, they created a ministry. That $5 turned into more money. They cared for more people. They opened new facilities. And here we are, 150 years later, still carrying out that ministry. They carried on with courage, faith, compassion, and love, all those things that still drive us today. We believe that exceptional health care is more than just providing services and medicine. There are so many factors that impact the lives and wellness of all of our community members. It is our duty to be part of removing barriers that ensure that our community receives the health care that they need. At SSM Health, we believe in true equality and equity in every sense of the word. It is the best way that our community can flourish and grow now and well into the future. We acknowledge that we're still on a journey and we have a long way to go as a community, and it won't be easy. We also acknowledge that we can't do this alone. That is why SSM partners with all of you, our local organization, including all of the ones that you represent here. We all have, and we will, continue to accomplish much, but only by continuing to work together. This YWCA recognition acts as affirmation for our dedicated caregivers, that they are truly making a difference in the lives of our community members and making an impact that stretches well beyond our hospital walls. Thank you very much.
Okay, one more time. Congratulations to each of our women of distinction and our corporate award of merit, SSM Health. Ashley, we would like to thank you for joining us tonight. You are an extraordinary MC. Please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation. I would now like to welcome Heidi Deininger back to the stage to close out this evening.
Thank you. For some reason, I think my voice is really soft when I talk into this mic. I hope you all can hear me back there. What I want to say is this is Asian American Pacific Islander Month, of which I am AAPI. And some people have asked me to come into the community, and I'm thankful for that. The other thing that's going on this month that I think we should think about as we're gathered here tonight is I think this is also recognition of mental health, right, this month. And this is Nurses Week and Teachers Week. So for those four groups of everything, let's give a round of applause. I would also like to thank Adrian Graham for chairing our 2023 Women of Distinction event. You and your committee were phenomenal. Can we please have the committee members stand at this time? Where are you? I know you're here. Are you all standing already? There we go. Oh, thank you. Yay. Jesse Campbell, Carrie Dre, Samantha Guthrie, Julie, Danica, Diana, and Karen Riley. Thank you so much. Adrian, please accept this token of our appreciation for chairing our 48th Annual Women of Distinction event. Thank you. Take a picture. I'll take that one. I would also like to thank the YWCA board members for their dedication to our mission. Their names are listed in your program. Board members in attendance, please stand. Please. Kelly Eichstead, Tammy Scarpetta, Karen, thank you. I would like to also mention that we have an incredible staff at the YWCA Rock County, and they are dedicated and they are mission driven. Staff members, please stand. I know there's some over there by Steve and his table. We got some here. Amy Levy, Carrie Dre back there. What a wonderful event we had tonight. This is my first Women of Distinction event. I just started at the YWCA last August, so thank you for allowing me to be a part of this event. It was amazing. The stories were truly, truly amazing and incredible. Congratulations again to our honorees. You continue to inspire and amaze us for all that you do to make a difference in the lives of people in Rock County. I want to say a final thank you to all of you for taking time to be here to support us and these incredible honorees. Thank you again to our sponsors and the staff of the Celtic House at Glen Erin for being just great hosts for us tonight. Everybody please drive safe and have a fantastic night.